you love to play. Oh, you love to play. Don't your comments won't relay. Sign this on my page for you. Oh my God, he changed. Young life, I can't see back karma. I just need some brains so I could keep myself in order.
He got problems, she got problems, only I got 411 problems. Hey, hi, what's up, y'all? It's time for another story time. So, we are Melanin Made. Yes, we are. All right, let's get into it. So, those who are subscribed to my channel know that I live in an extended stay. Those who don't know, I don't want to tell you, like, go get the backstory. Backstory quick, real fast, quick in a hurry. We left our cousin's house because they gave us like a week, 2 weeks to move out. And I got the extended stay. The extended stay was only supposed to be temporary for us to stack our money and then move into either a house or move into an apartment, etc., etc. That's when rent was cheap. And then COVID happened. After COVID, Ty went through some stuff, and so I'm rebuilding again. But all of that is literally on my channel. You can go look at my channel and it can give you everything, blah, 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 play by play, etc., etc. Anyway, okay. So when we moved in this extended stay, I had a neighbor. I literally here, there is a neighbor on, make sure I'm doing it right. Yeah, so there's a neighbor on the left, there's a neighbor on the right, there's a neighbor above me, there's a neighbor below me, there's a neighbor behind me. Yes. So, I need to tell that story time about SWAT, because I got that vlog. That's crazy. I just thought about that. Anyway. When I moved in, I had a neighbor beside me, and it was literally a couple, right? And so, I really didn't say much when me and Ty first moved in. Well, actually, I moved in by myself. Ty was hanging out with Envy. So, I moved in by myself. But when I moved in and once Ty started coming around, anyway, we like pretty much still we kind of keep to ourselves. Ty is more sociable than I am, but they know, like they watch me. I don't know, they just do. Anyway, so my neighbor to, how am I gonna call it? My neighbor to the, okay, walking out the door, there'll be my neighbor to the left. So walking out the door, my neighbor to the left, it was a couple, right? And so my first interaction or first experience with them was literally like listening to them argue. It would be like an argument one night, and then the next night, and then an argument another night, or it may be like a week will go by and everything will be peaceful, and then the next thing you know is an argument, and then it's make up the breakup, make up the breakup, break up the makeup, literally. Anyway, so literally that was like my first introduction to them. So I really didn't say much to them because because like it was like a repeated cycle. She had the car, he didn't, but he worked, so he was paying for the unit while she like sit at home and chill. But she had the car, so basically he was paying for the unit in the car. Maybe that was their agreement, unsure, no judgment here. Anyway, so this one particular night, my first interaction with her, I was asleep. And this was during the time when I was working. I don't even know where I was working. I know I had to be to work early. But she was blasting music literally like at 1 or 2 in the morning. And it's like, girl, it literally, we all live in a shoebox. We can hear you. Turn it off. Like, and even if you're not gonna turn it off, turn it down. Like, be respectful. Literally. And there's literally rules. Like, y'all, we have rules. After 9 o'clock, there's not supposed to be a bunch of noise. Literally, it's not supposed to be. Because a lot of times people think like, oh, okay, the complex manager is gone because the complex manager leaves at 7. It's like, oh, I can do whatever. We have a nighttime person. During this time, the nighttime person thought he was he was top flight security of the world, Craig. So he literally took his job seriously. He took his job seriously. So anyway, so this particular night, like, she had the music up loud, and so I was like, maybe she gonna turn it down. But it went on for a good 20-30 minutes, and I was like, okay, at this time I gotta come over and tell you, like, listen, I gotta go to work. I don't even know what's going on, y'all. When I walked out of my unit, walked out, peeked next door, because literally it's a quick step. Your door is open, you're sweeping, you're cleaning, you're singing to the music. And I was like, listen, I have to get up and go to work tomorrow. Can you turn it down a little bit? She was like, oh, okay. So you had attitude, you was mad because you're home all day. He works. So I don't think it registers. And then she had somebody with her. But even with that, it's like, girl, if everybody around this mother is asleep because they got to go to work, what makes you think they want to hear your music at 1 and 2 in the morning? So she waited a little minute, and I gave you a little minute, but she turned it completely off, literally. Cause it's like, girl, it's either I'm gonna try to come to you before I call and do a noise complaint, because after a certain amount of noise complaints, you get out. They don't play. Like, I promise you, we have rules. So after a certain amount, you got to get out. So it's like, girl, either I'm gonna come to you before I have to go to them. Turn that down. I gotta go to work. You home chilling. I gotta go to work. So she did turn it. I think she turned it off because I didn't hear no music at all. And so Ty was laughing because Ty was like, dang, Ma. And I was like, I gotta go to work. And so he was like, and so do other people. So I'm pretty sure, like, people, you know what I'm saying? Like, people appreciate it. Because it's like, girl, it's 1 or 2 in the morning. And then it's during the week. It's not even a weekend, so where you can have, like, a party or whatever. Even though they did that too, which was annoying. But it was on the weekend, so I let Ish slide. So anyway, my next encounter with them, it had been like a few weeks. And like I said, they always beefing. They always going back and forth. They always arguing. It's either 1 week we arguing, 1 week we together, the next week we off, we not together. And then the next week we tearing down the walls, and I almost did that. You tearing down the walls and you making your sounds and stuff. And it's like, girl, yesterday you was just Ike and Tina. But that's neither here nor there. So this one particular day, I hear them beefing. Normal, usual, same old, blase, y'all going back and forth. So I was like, okay, we going back and forth this week. Probably tomorrow, you gonna be making noises, or y'all gonna be lovey-dovey. It's whatever. The same toxic situation over and over and over, right? But this particular point, he was like, it's over. I don't want to see your no more. It's over. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. I've never heard this tone before. Hold on. Me, being who I am, peeks out the window. Couple of vlogs after. So I'm peeking out the window because I'm like, baby, what is going on? Y'all, this dude is throwing her clothes over the balcony. Remember, we live on the 2nd floor. You throwing her clothes over the balcony. Boom, boom, boom. The only thing I can remember, like, I can't even get it out of my head, is her purple hat. She had a purple fedora. He threw that girl clothes over the balcony. I was like, oh, he for real. Wait a minute. You serious? And I was like, nah, we playing. We playing. Nah. It's raining clothes. Like, y'all, it was raining clothes everywhere. I was like, oh my God. Excuse me. And so she was in the parking lot because, remember, it's her car. He was paying for the unit. He was paying for the car. As far as I know, he was paying for gas. Because, of course, in the arguments you hear, I take care of you. I make you. You know how people do when they, you know what I'm saying, when you living with them and they paying your stuff, you know, people feel like they made you and they can do whatever and they can talk to you any kind of way. You know how it go. So literally he was telling her, like, you know, I made you, like, you nothing. I don't need you. So she was down on, you know, in the parking lot by her car and stuff. She was like, how you gonna get to work? How you gonna get around? You a bum. My family will take care of me. My family will come back and like, what you want to do? What's up? What you want to do? So he laughing. He was like, you ain't got no place to stay. She was like, I could go to my family. What you talking about? I could go to my family. Y'all. So she literally, like, for real. I could go to my family. What you talking about? I could go to my family. So he's still throwing clothes. And so she had the back door open, and like while he's throwing the stuff, like she's getting the stuff off the ground and putting it in her back seat. That's embarrassing. And sweetheart, if that did not convince you to leave him alone, anyway, but yeah, so once he got through throwing all your stuff out and once you got finished collecting and y'all was kicking words back and forth, you chilled out. It was quiet. You had them figured out a way back and forth to work. You got your homeboys coming over. Now your homeboys are able to come over because, let's be real, ladies. When these dudes get in a relationship with y'all be making the homeboys go away. The homeboys can't hang out no more. They can't play video games. They can't do nothing they was doing before they met you. Y'all gotta compromise. Child. Compromise. Sometimes you gotta be so busy to where the video game is entertaining him and you minding your business. Please believe when he figure out like you out and about, I promise you he gonna be all up under you. I'm just saying, have something where it's not completely all about him. There's nothing wrong with you going out and hanging out with your girls and doing brunch. You ain't even gotta hang out with your girls. You could go by yourself. But if he's into that video game and he's home in this day and age, let him be home in the video game suites. He's home. I'm just saying. Anyway, so it was quiet. Again, your homeboys coming over. Even with your homeboys coming over, even with y'all smoking on tree and all that stuff, it wasn't as loud as it was with her there. Sorry to say. I'm team honest. It wasn't. It wasn't loud. It wasn't arguing. It wasn't all of that BS. It wasn't none of that. Right? It was chill. So, lo and behold, it had been, y'all, I know it had been a good 2 weeks. It had been a good 2 weeks. 3 at the most. This one particular day, like, me and Ty, we chilling or whatever. Like, the day was good. Like, we hung out. I don't even, was this the day? No. It's not that day. Okay, but we had hung out though. So I was trying to figure out, because me and Ty used to do mommy and Sundays a lot. So I was trying to figure out, was it the day that something happened that was really, really cool? It wasn't nothing bad. But I was trying to figure out, was that day, but it wasn't, because we lived in a different space. Yes. I think. Unsure. Anyway. But we had been hanging out. So literally once we got back home, we were tired. We was ready to go to sleep. Like we both took a nap, right? And so I'm asleep, like knocked out. I told y'all in a previous story time, if I'm asleep, I'm slumped, I'm out. I'm out. I think that's in the Instagram setup. So yeah, like me and Ty, when we out, we out. When we really tired, we out. Like, I don't hear nothing. I don't hear no phone. I don't hear nothing that you got on. I hear the phone ringing. Ty hears nothing. Nothing. And then Ty don't make it no better, because Ty will put his phone on Do Not Disturb. Ty worse than me. So anyway, all of a sudden, like, I hear this. And so that woke me up, right? And so I was like, what the? And so when I sat up and looked at Ty was like, that was the door. Excuse me? Y'all, don't get me wrong. I know when y'all be telling y'all these stories and y'all be like, girl, you 4'11". I'm 4'11 hood. Like, there's a part of me that I don't let come out. I don't let come out. I let people think because I'm short, like, I don't want to fight, like, I'm scared. How I will cut. Matter of fact, the person who was riding in the car with me, when I tried to unalive my father, was like, oh. Anyway. She's tamed. Anyway, so there was and so Ty was like, that's the door. And so I was like, what the? So I pulled the window back because I was like, because sometimes people knock on the wrong unit, or sometimes, like, people, like, walking by, maybe they got bags or whatever and they hit the door. So I pulled the window back. When I pulled the window back, it's a dude. It's the next door neighbor. It's the dude. It's the girl who was there who got kicked out, and another girl. So he's trying to break apart. He's trying to break apart. Like, okay, the girl is standing up. The ex-girlfriend is standing up, right? She's up. He's in the middle. And the new girl is down like this because the girlfriend got her by her hair. So the new girl is bent over. So because the ex-girlfriend got her by her head, and he in the middle trying to separate them. So he kind of bent over. And so all I see, though, when I pull back my window, when I pull back the curtain, when I pull that back, all I see is his head and the girl head. Like, I can see her head, and then I see her. Like, I'm seeing, like, it's literally like right here when I pull back my curtain. And so I tapped on my window because at this point in time, it's not registering to me like they're fighting. It's not registering to me because I just woke up. Like, I'm kind of out of it because I just woke up from this bump. So it's not registering to me that that's what's going on. So I tapped on the window and he looked up, and it's like, I know in his mind, it's like, you tapping on this window and I'm trying to, do you not see the situation? Do you not see the situation? And so, like, I'm looking like, what the? And I promise y'all, it is not registering because even after that, I closed the window and got back in the bed. So now all I hear is, I'm supposed to, how can I say this for YouTube? We were supposed to hit her body together. And I'm like, wait, what? What? And Ty was like, Mom, what's going on? And I was like, wait, what? I got back up, y'all. I promise you. Got back up. I had got my phone. I wasn't vlogging then. I wasn't doing YouTube. Nothing. But I always record. I always take pictures. I don't know. Like, I've been doing that since I was a kid. And I've had people just talk me out of it. I have people, I had people talk me out of it. So I grabbed my phone. And so I go to the other side and move the curtain and put the phone out. And I was like, every time I move and thinking I'm moving to a good neighborhood, y'all, old boy was butt, booty, naked. Naked. The girl, new boo was fully clothed. Ex-girlfriend was fully clothed. He was butt naked. When I say naked, nothing. You don't have nothing on. Nothing. And I'm like, what is going on? And so this whole time, y'all, when I tell y'all, she dragged that girl from one end to the other. And literally, it was like from here to here. She was dragging her. She dragged that girl for a good 10, 15 minutes. And he was trying his best to break it up and cover himself. Trying his best to break it up and cover himself. And the whole time, I'm recording. I'm recording. And she's saying, we were supposed to hit her body together. We were supposed to hit her body together. I knew it. I knew she was going to be over here. Now, mind you, in his defense, he said y'all was over. Y'all not together. Girl, why you here? How you even know he got her in his unit? Because you was watching him. You was stalking him. Now, mind you, I had seen the girl. I had seen her, like, he was at work, and I had seen her pull up and, like, ride around the parking lot. And so I was like, maybe they was, like, together. Like, I ain't think nothing of it because, again, they on again. They off again. It's 1 week, we all lovey-dovey, and the next week is pop, 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 pop. Like, it was a back-and-forth situation, literally like that. So I'm sitting here not thinking nothing of it. Whole time you watching him because old boy done moved on. You watching him. Girl, you a stalker. That man told you it was over. When somebody tell you it's over, don't let a man repeatedly tell you I don't want you. Don't let a man repeatedly tell you I don't want you. I'm just saying. Anyway. So you dragging the girl back and forth. Back and forward. Back and forward. Back and forward. Back and forth. Dragging her, y'all, dragging her. I'm going, and so the whole time, no, we've been in this all this time. I can't believe you. We were supposed to hit her body together. We were supposed to hit our body together. We were supposed to hit her body together. I was like, girl, you complaining about threesome. This man done told you it's over. Why does it even matter? If it's over, who cares? If y'all was supposed to hit her body together, she's fully clothed. She's fully clothed. So what was happening? Could it be like maybe he was in a shower and then you came and knocked on the door? Because she was fully clothed. When I tell you, nothing was off of her. So there was no way you knocked on the door and she hurried up and got dressed. She was fully clothed. When I tell you fully clothed, she had on a shirt. She had on a, what you call it? It's not a jacket. Dang, what you call it? I can't remember the name of it. Because Ty used to like to wear them too. But literally, like, you know the thing that it covers you. I can't think of the name of it anyway. She had on jeans. She had on shoes. She was completely covered. Like, y'all, she was completely clothed. She was completely clothed. He had nothing on. Nothing on. So by this time, like, literally, when I tell you, like, a good 10 minutes, finally, one of the neighbors, I guess, who knew her because you called her by her name. And you was like, okay, the another lady, she came. What we gonna call her? Well, she don't need a name. A neighbor came, and so she was like, okay, that's enough. That's enough. Like, when I tell you he was fighting for his life and he could not get the grip loose from that girl's head. Like, his ex-girlfriend had the grip on Nubu's head. He could not get it loose. He was literally telling her back for a good 10, 15 minutes. Stop, let go. Girl was holding on for dear life. It was literally like if you let go of Nubu hair, you gonna die. She was holding that girl, literally dragging her back and forward. So the neighbor came and the neighbor was like, okay, that's enough. This is all in front of my window. That's enough. And so she was like, no. Literally, I promise y'all, like, she's screaming to the top of her lungs, no. We were supposed to hit her body together. And she's not saying hit her body. She was saying the F word because I can't say the F word on YouTube. It's YouTube. So that's why I'm saying hit her body. Literally, we were supposed to hit her body together. He had kicked you out and threw your clothes over the balcony. This is what you concentrating on? Like, I am baffled. I promise you. Baffled. Anyway, so she was like, literally, they was like, okay, I understand. let her go. By this time, other people have called the police on you, boo-boo. So the police pulled up. When y'all see y'all should see from my videos, baby, when they call the popo, the popo pull up and they pull up and drop. They come in like SWAT. So it's like 3 or 4 of them. So finally, like the lady, like they see, like even you still holding up the popo coming up, you still holding on to the girl head. Like the lady is trying to tell you, like, let go, girl, let go. You so penalized. You ain't even thinking, like you don't even see these people, baby. Finally, they get like you. They get the girl. You had to drag the girl down the stairs. By the time Popo pull up, you done drag her down the stairs. Finally the police was able to get you off the girl. The girl is sitting on the ground. She rocking back and forth. She crying. I'm like, dang, old boy standing there. Butt, booty, naked. So, mind you, y'all, when you walk out of your unit, it locks. There's no way to get back in it. There's no way to get back in it. It locks. So even if you wanted to go back in there and get you something to cover up, you couldn't because you're locked out. Remember, you kicked her out. You're the only person who has a key to your unit. We have electrical keys. Now, we do have keys where we don't. But security maintenance have a key. Like if it's life or death and the electronic keys don't work, they have where they can, and it's like a key. I think only 2 people have the key. So you gotta wait. It's not. You gotta wait, and you standing there, butt, booty, naked. So now you in the back of the police car. The girl is on the ground crying. Ambulance pull up. I know it's ambulance. Ambulance pull up to make sure, like, they working on you, make sure you okay, because you done been dragged for a good 10 minutes. And here's the thing, and not that it makes a difference. Girlfriend skinny straight up and down. Nubu was thick. So I'm like, Nubu, why you not throwing your girl, hit her back? Nubu did nothing except hold her hand, like, on her hair. You did nothing. Like, you didn't retaliate. You didn't fight back. You didn't say nothing. You just holding her hand on your hair. Anyway, so you standing there. Somebody finally gave you a towel. Somebody finally gave you a towel and gave you like a little jacket. Because now, like, you know, when police pull up, police got to find out what's going on. You in the police car, she in the police car, in separate police cars, and the girl is still on the ground, you know, and the ambulance people, EMTs checking her out. So, fast forward to the next day, because I am a neighbor, managers usually ask, like, when it's stuff like that, like, hey, have you seen anything? Do you know what's going on? Because it's another story time. Do you know what's going on? And so, do you know what happened? So, when I went, why did I go to the office? Did they call me to the office? Or did I go check mail? Anyway, but they asked statements or whatever. So, when I went to the office, the management was like, I was coming to talk to you. I was going to call you because were you here when all that stuff went on? Because I'm the next door neighbor. And so I was like, oh, yeah. I said, yeah, I saw it. I was like, yeah, I saw it. And I was like, truth be told, and because I'm a fair person. And I was like, he didn't walk out like that. And I was like, I truly believe, like, you know, he was trying to stop the fight. And I was like, I don't believe, like, he was fighting or insinuating anything. I think he was really trying to break it up. And so manager was like, yeah. He was like, we watch the cameras because we have cameras, which is why I tell people, like, when they do stuff, it's like, because when new people get there, they be like, oh, I was told them cameras don't work. The cameras work. And I be like, oh, okay. No, cameras work. All angles. which is why I don't mind being there, because there's cameras everywhere, literally. So he was like, yeah, we watched the cameras. He was like, but even with that, he still had to leave. And I was like, dang, because we have rules. So there are certain rules that you just cannot do. And then he had already had, their unit had already had a couple of complaints, noise complaint. Yeah, some stuff. Anyway, so yeah, so he had until, because he had already paid for the week, he was able to basically finish out the week, and then you had to find somewhere to go. So when it was time for him to move out, guess who pulled up? Ex-girlfriend. I see the car. Pull up. You mind you, like, I used to keep my door open because during this, like, my allergies, if you watch my vlogs, you watch me, you will know my allergies are really bad. And my asthma has been really bad this year. So during the winter, my allergies, my asthma, and then sometimes even during the summer. It's summertime and it's been bad this year. But I usually keep my door open so I can get ventilation. And so, or I'm standing like in the back or in my doorway so I can get air. Not that I'm being nosy, I'm just trying to breathe. So I was standing in the door anyway before any of that, before she even pulled up. So when she pulled up, she saw me. So I assumed like you know, you were in Barros. You was on Barros. Girl, all that putting on you did last night. All that putting on you did the other night, girl. Come on now. What you embarrassed about? Anyway, so I can look at you and I can see like you picked up your phone to call him. So when he walked out, he looked at me and I said, hey. And so he did like that and walked on to the car. So he walked to the car and like they was talking or whatever. Then he came back up and went in his room. He partied for a good little minute, and then the next time I saw him, he was moving out. And that's the story time of she caught him cheating. I don't even think he was cheating. In his defense, he had told her it was over. Now, I don't know if he had told her in between, like you was leading her on. I don't know if you was leading her on or if you was telling her, hey, we're going to work it out, or yeah, we can talk. I don't know. To me, it seems like he had already moved on because he had a girl over there. Looked like he was living his best life. And that don't even mean like they were in a relationship. I think maybe they was just kicking it. My point is, he had told you it was over. It's over. So when a man tell you like it's over, he don't want you, he's talking to you any kind of way, leave that man alone. Like, let that man be. Don't be bringing up that stuff. Let him go, sus. Like, let it be. But anyway, like, when he's moving his stuff out, he's putting it in her car. I don't know. You know what that remind me of? Y'all, some of y'all too old, but for those who are watching Living Color, y'all remember the old couple? The actor would be David Allen Greer and Kim Wayans, and they was married, but they was trying to unalive each other. And then when people will come and be like, oh, y'all been married for over 50 years, and they'll say, we still together. That's what it remind me of, because it's like, bro, you saw it was over. You threw her clothes over in the balcony, and look where your clothes at. Now, truth be told, if it wasn't for her in this fight, he would have still been there. He would have still been living his best life in his unit because he ain't do nothing wrong. But he, like, unfortunately, because of that, like, he had to move out. And because he was butt, booty, naked, he had to leave. Yeah. So that's the story time. I love you the most because you're definitely the dopest in real life. Oh, look at the video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Every time I think I'm in a nice, white, lovely neighborhood, look at this shit. Neighbors. He butt booty ass naked. Butt booty ass naked. She got arrested for assault. I forgot to tell y'all that. She got arrested for assault. So she caught a case for it. She did.